Bulk items may require multiple levels of approval and can take up to several weeks for an official response. We apologize for any delay. I'm afraid, due to recent legislative action, I'm no longer able to allocate ships. I can, however, deal in general goods. Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online. I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience. Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon. Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found, trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why, what is it? Oh, really? Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus a little extra. Let's call it a convenience fee, shall we? I could, but I did pay for it. I'd like to recover my losses. And it's all the way in the back room. I'd have to walk back there, then back out here. You did say this was important after all. Honestly, it's probably worth way more than what we're talking about. Suit yourself. Back to it then.
Wen really keeps the distribution center in tip-top shape.
Problem? Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you for a DP, an A&B, B&E, or, heaven forbid, an MS. But at least then we wouldn't have to worry about a VOP, am I right? Don't be stupid! Stop! Now! You say security. You're under arrest. I've got special orders. You're coming with me. Prepare for immediate transport to our vessel. Have it your way! You see.
Whoa, now. All calm down, okay?
Take him down! I'm taking you down!
That was an accident, right? Hey, look. You and I aren't exactly on the best foot. Won't even scar. Just say whatever you need. Ow, ow, ow!
Back to it then. Welcome to UC Distribution. Well, pleasure doing business with you.
Got a minute to chat?
Right. Come back
Maybe a
if you
few
need something
minutes.
else.
Probably not hours, though. But no guarantees.
Everything good? We're here to help.
The luxury liner, Opulence of the Stars, has been hijacked in the Nirvana system by a group calling themselves the Terran Armada. The following is a recording captured by our intrepid reporters on the scene. Warning, what you are about to hear is graphic in nature.
You don't need to
Humans
wear
have
your helmet on
settled
those
systems.
planets. You know that, right?
You've lost your way. Scattered among the stars, fighting amongst yourselves like vermin. Worthless, irredeemable. You have forgotten who you are. We shall remind you. We are the Terran Armada. We are the true children of Earth, and none shall stand in our way.
What the?
Hours after receipt of this recording, a search and rescue team was dispatched to the liner's last known coordinates. In addition, authorities have asked all available pilots to aid in the search for survivors. We'll have more on this breaking news story as additional information comes in.
Oh my god, what was that?
Holy hell. That sounded like a threat.
They said they were looking for pilots who can help.
And do what? Everyone on that cruise liner's dead.
Any luck? I appreciate your assistance, but I still need all of those sensors.
So you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us. All right. We'll just upload the data. Give it a moment. And just another moment. Oh. It is working, isn't it? Ah, there it is. What a relief. Now, let's see. This is... Well, it's... Oh my.
Oh, it seems my concerns were valid all along.
Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong with the tree. I will report my findings to MAST immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once. Yes, it does feel good to be right, particularly when others have attempted to convince you otherwise. Repeatedly. The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing. In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low-frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now, but they're growing in strength. This is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow, consequences for the city could be disastrous. I must consult with my colleagues in MAST at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation. Ah, well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? I hadn't expected to run into you again. Indeed I am. The success of my previous venture, with which you so kindly assisted, has been brought to the attention of MAST. There is growing concern. Oh my, a bit of an unintentional pun, isn't that? Well, concern that things are going to get worse. The data we gathered points to a definitive trend. The vibrations coming from this tree are increasing in strength and frequency. Because we've never seen this before, not on this scale, we have absolutely no idea what the upper limit is. We don't know when or even if this will stop. It's imperceptible by normal human standards now, but given time... While I hesitate to speculate on the possibilities, well, none of them are good. I am attempting to formulate one, yes. But there is data regarding other, younger members of the species. Unfortunately, there are some, shall we say, personal issues with acquiring it. Personnel issues, if you understand me. Not necessarily, but if you're offering your services, you've certainly proven to be reliable help in the past. One of the other researchers in MAST, Emilio Hadek, has research I believe could be vital to my work here. He and I don't see eye to eye, and so far he's refused to turn it over to me. I'm hoping that if someone else were to ask, he might be more inclined to relinquish it. What do you say? Oh, thank you. Last I knew, he was on a field assignment somewhere near the outskirts of the city. Perhaps it's best if you don't mention my name in the process?
Mind your step. Important research happening here. Could you stand a little to the left? Trees? No. No way. Kelton is actively ruining my career. There's no... Whatever this thing is, he's on... Yeah, that's all very touching. But cathartic or not, my career would still be in flames. He really won't let this go, will he? Maybe I can make this work in my favor. Okay, you know what? I'll hand over the data. But I'm only going to do so after you've helped me secure a better position in MAST. Oh, don't worry. You're just going to erase some files for me. Make sure I look good next time promotions get passed around. Wait, really? Wow. I've gotten a few bad performance evaluations in the last couple of years. Totally unjust. I found a backdoor into the MAST networks. The only way to get access... Best of luck out there. Could you stand a little to the left? Trees? No. Whatever this thing is he's on about? Yeah, that's all... Okay, you know what? But I'm only going to do... Oh, don't worry. Wait, really? I've gotten a few bad perform... I found a backdoor into the MAST net. The only way to get Sorry. That's not on the table. From where I'm standing... I'm not a bad guy, I swear. I just really need this promotion. Okay, look. Just hear me out, all right? I really need this to happen. If you do this for me, I can make it worth your while. You delete that data, I get promoted, I'm pulling in a bigger salary. I can compensate you. I'll throw in some extra credits for you, okay? A nice little bonus. But first, you need to get into the chief engineer's apartment. Oh, good. Thank God. You really had me on the ropes there. Listen, this'll be good for the both of us, okay? Just get in, access her terminal, delete the files, and get out. Really simple. Oh, don't worry about it. Most of it is fine, of course. Well then, you totally understand where I'm coming from. Sometimes you just have to... I'll just get back to my incredibly important research then.
Hey, it's been a long time, and you haven't stopped me. See, on that note, so I wanted to let you know that I heard back from my contact, and I think you'll want to hear this. They sent me a copy. There was a claim file. Looks like Irvin. The Hephaestus mining. Some of Irvin's paid. Well, anyway, they said he killed that caused the soul. It looks like they can. So anyway, who was a note? They tried to take. Yes. They withdrew their I didn't know he bought it. That doesn't mean we can't do. And if nothing else, so I don't want to press out. Should I tell them? For that much money? You know, this investigation is, who knows? But that's thinking. Oh, pardon me. Sure.
Data's right here, when you're done with your part. You have some good news for me? They sure are. I took a peek on the network, saw that things have updated. Great job. You came through for me, so now I'll do the same for you. This slate has all the data Kelton needs. And because I am a man of my word, here are the extra credits I promised.
I tried to tell my colleagues that botany was important. I tried to warn them. If we keep running into each other like this, you might as well be put on the masked payroll. I hope you have the data. It's really quite crucial. Don't say another word. I don't want to know. I'm sorry if this was complicated. I'd prefer to remain unaware of the details in the event that it comes up later, particularly in a legal setting. And I suppose I'd better verify the data to make sure Emilio didn't double-cross me. But you have once again come through for me. I'm truly hoping that this is the last piece I need to figure out what we can do. That is hardly reassuring. It is, in fact, the exact opposite. Still, though, thank you for your assistance. I need some time to verify this data, to make sure Emilio isn't trying anything funny with us. I couldn't have gotten this slate without your help. Thank you. Thank you again for getting the data from Emilio. I know he can be a pain. The data on this slate could very well be crucial. Lives could be at stake. Again, don't tell me how you got this slate from Emilio. I don't want to know. Oh, I was hoping we might run into one another again. Your timing is most fortuitous. I'm on the verge of something, but I don't quite have all the information I need. Well, actually, Mast would be paying, but I see your point and assure you that you will be compensated for your time. Of course, now that I understand more about what's going on, it seems plain as day, and yet I never would have imagined it before. The tertiary trunks have also liquefied their interiors, but they're not vibrating. I thought perhaps it was some sort of defect, but it's much simpler. They're listening. I don't. Not for sure. It's all a theory, certainly, but it is completely supported by the data and observation, like all good science. It's the best we have to go on right now. It means it is ready to reproduce. I believe this tree is sending vibrations out over massive distances and expecting to detect sympathetic vibrations in return. As of yet, there's been no response. I suspect that will not change, that a response is impossible, and that's very, very bad news. We're continuing to see an increase in the strength and frequency of the vibrations. I don't know how much more significant it'll become. If there's no response, the tree may vibrate itself, and some nearby portion of the city, to destruction. Now, as of yet, there has been no response, and clearly none of the nearby individuals are a correct match. While it can't be ruled out that the intended recipient of these messages was cut down during the city's expansion, there is one other possibility. Over 100 years ago, the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective emerged from the Narian War. As a gesture of peace and goodwill, a near-literal olive branch, one of the trees from New Atlantis, was offered to the leaders of Aquila City. No, nor in the short run, as it turned out. Of course, you can't just uproot a native species and plunk it down on some other planet in a totally different environment and expect it to grow. Clearly, no exobotanists were consulted ahead of time. The end result was wholly predictable. The tree died within a few short years. Clever, but no, not necessarily. The tree died, yes, but branches were kept. At least one still exists in the museum there in the city. If I had that branch, I could get DNA samples, and then using various data I've gathered, I could attempt to simulate a response. We could then broadcast that response and hopefully calm down our friend here. But, as I say, I need that branch. I'm afraid I can't be two places at once, and I have too much going on here. The museum in Aquila City is under the supervision of one Miss Kassler, I'm told. I don't know anything about her, but hopefully she'll be willing to listen to reason and assist our cause. All right, off you go. We don't have any time to waste.
Hold it. By order of Marshal Daniel Blake, folks might be in danger, so... It's just behind me on the right. The place is on lockdown, so you should... Not usually. The Marshal's had a lot of... Well, all I know, you'd have to ask the Marshal. If you think you might be able to help out, you could talk. Truth is...
You stay where I can... See you, Marshal. Everyone stays in front of the building, you got me? If you make a move toward the building, a hostage dies.
Planning to tell me your demands at some point?
There's a bank robbery going on, right now.
And what are we
like
doing?
who?
Not you, not one of your rangers, and not these city guards neither.
So you want to come here for a half... day? Full day?
A half day. I talked with
Hi. Please feel free to have a look around. It's the reason I started. I have artifacts that date all the way back to the time of Solomon Coe himself. Most people know Solomon Coe as the founder. He was an Later in life, he designed... Absolutely. During the Great Exodus, he and some others built... That is not something I expected to hear today. I assume you're somehow associated with the United Colonies? I've received some... Most in the collective aren't overly fond of MAST or the UC in general. Lost a cousin in the colony war, you know. Well, I'm afraid you've wasted your time because I'm not authorized. That includes 100-year-old. Sorry, but it's... Welcome to the Coe Heritage Museum. I hear what you're saying, but I'm afraid it's out of the question. It's not just a... Now you're just trying to... Go on. Keep asking. I can't just hand out museum exhibits to anyone. It doesn't work that way. If this isn't some... Everything you see here is a piece of... I have artifacts that date... I assume you're... A lot of... Well, I'm afraid... That includes... Sorry. Welcome to the Coe Heritage... I hear what you're saying. I guess I don't want to impede anything important. Handing over that branch is starting to look pretty good. I can't believe I'm doing this. Please return it in one piece.
I hope Aquila City has what we need. Have you paid a visit to Miss Castler in Aquila City? Well, I'm sure she'll get over it. Or perhaps you could simply avoid Aquila City. Maybe the entire Freestar Collective. No great loss there. Now, I just need a moment to analyze this and synthesize an audio response to our friend here. All right, so we'll feed in a sample. Now the program will incorporate the genetic and chemical makeup of the sample, extrapolating the size and structure of the original tree. This was put together rather hastily, so complete accuracy is impossible, but I'm hoping it's enough. And there it is. Our best hope for a positive solution to this mess. So, we now have a simulated response to our tree. All that's left is to play it. An excellent question. I have been wondering myself. I've been forced to listen to this SSNN kiosk chatter incessantly this entire time. I think it could be put to better use. We don't have time to go through the proper channels, but if you can find a terminal and get this uploaded into their system, it might do the trick. I have no doubt that you will.
Problem?
You can't go in. You just can't.
But David's my friend.
Mr. Barron's a very busy and important man.
But I came all this...
Working at the Office of Interstellar Affairs is honestly my dream job.
We've done it! I'm already seeing reductions in the strength of the vibrations. The tree is calming down. I can hardly believe that worked. I don't know. We've been in uncharted territory this whole time. That doesn't stop now. With the immediate crisis hopefully over, I can slow down and review everything we've learned. And certainly, I'll be keeping a much closer eye on our friend going forward. And you have saved this tree and advanced our scientific knowledge of our environment. Noble work across the board. You have my gratitude and that of every citizen in New Atlantis, though they don't know it. Things could have ended badly, if not for you. Thank you for listening to me, and for all of your help.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade authority? Need some work done? Okay, no problem.
What can I help you with?
We have liftoff. Hell of a view from here.
You are not authorized to approach this ship. Proceed to your previous course. Is this some kind of distraction? You understand who we are, right?
Gear looks green, ready to land.
Good day, Captain.
My buddy Mitch keeps asking if I can help him out with something. center on P1 is a good place to connect with others. Or fulfill any spiritual needs you may have.
I wish there were more kids like me around. The grown-ups are always so grumpy. Hi, I'm Renee, and I'm so bored. My mom and dad say not to talk to people I don't know, so I thought maybe I could talk to you, and then I know you, and I won't be so bored. Not sure exactly what you mean by that, but trust me, I've thought about this lots, and it should be okay. Besides, now we're already talking, and it's too late not to. Anyway, what do you want to talk about? It's okay, I guess. It's better than living outside, because Mars can't support life outside, and I'd die. But maybe it would be nice to live on another planet someday. I think I used to when I was a real little kid. And sometimes my mom and dad would take me to visit my grandma and grandpa in New Atlantis. Not really. I mean, there's Taye. He's a good friend. But he's also one of my only friends. There aren't many kids on Mars, but I wish there were more kids, because I like to play with Taye, but when he's not around, actually, want to help me? You will? Here's a bunch of copies of the space frog drawing I made. You can...
Found a clutch of heat leeches, breeding in the utility section the other day. Not going to be able to get that image out of me.
Don't want to catch yourself with a loose grip on your equipment. One of those.
Deimos Star Yards may be the first major shift.
Feels stuck.
Be careful down near the mines.
Crime's at an all-time low around Sidonia. Let's keep it that way.
What's up? Hey, be careful around the equipment. Don't want to lose an arm or something. Working the deep mines. That's where you make the big bucks.
Watch out for the robots. They're surprisingly sneaky.
I'm telling you, I would.
Stay safe. I'm busy at the moment. Oh, hey, what's up?
A friend of mine bought this ship. It's literally...
Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main level.
There's no God. What do you think happens when we die?
You strike at the heart of the problem. Too much time is wasted rather than what is.
Something my friend in New Atlantis would say. She thinks you have to live in the moment.
I just know people are going to. How cool is it going to be to. Hi! Thanks. I know, right? I only hope these drugs. Mars is so boring sometimes. I think they'll really like them. Maybe this time. Oh my gosh, what if they're there forever and... Bye!
Hey! Huh. Must have missed it. Didn't see. Name's Mitch. I love having people to hang. That's great. Anyway, Oh, you do? I found out recently that my favorite... I really want to collect... I already tracked down Volume 1. You will?
Undocking complete, Captain.
I apologize for coming over this emergency channel, but we are in need of assistance concerning the large ship in orbit, and we value discretion in this matter. If you are willing and able, please see me as soon as possible at the main security office in Paradiso. Over and out.
Setting down, everything in the green.
Greetings, Captain.
You'd think we'd be a prime target for pirates, but they know to stay away from
Get another nice day.
Welcome to Paradise. Feel free to look around, but don't. And before you ask. Have fun out there.
Ever been to Aquila?
Oh, did you find the book, Dragon Star Force Volume 1, The Heroes of the Dragon Star? I don't know. I know. Okay. I guess it's the least I could do for making you go out of your way to find it for me. Hey, I don't need my old non-first edition copy of the book anymore, so you can have it, I guess. Thanks. Hey, want to help me out again? Yep. See you later.